How's everyone doing? You know, it helps if you have your cameras on. Hi. How you doing? Yeah. 7 a.m. start. It's the earliest we've managed to achieve. So, the goal of this stream... Hey, Bearded Mana, welcome, welcome. The goal of this stream has always been to start at 6 a.m. Eastern time. This is the closest I've gotten. I'm trying to make this more consistent. Because if I do a 6 a.m. stream, then I can actually do 3, maybe 4 drafts in the morning. Right now, since I've been getting up late, some streams I've done 1 draft. That was like all I had time for. So that would work best with my day if I could start at 6 a.m. So I actually got up at 6 a.m. It just took me an hour to get down to my desk and get everything set up. But I don't want to waste time rambling. I want to get some drafting in. So I want to... I wonder if I can... I don't want to mess with it right now. I was gonna add another overlay. Here's to the left draft, so you won't be X3 and so much. Yeah. I have been picking up the study. In the evenings and in between meetings at work and stuff, I've been putting on additional podcasts and YouTube videos and started following a bunch of limited experts. If you can call them experts, I guess. They're experts. I don't need the air quotes. They are experts. They are, the top drafting players in the world, right? They're all like top Mythic players. So, I've been drafting for 20 plus years. So I just been following along, trying to figure out like, what am I doing wrong? Like, what can I do better? And I think a lot of it has to do with the draft composition, and specifically building the synergies correctly. And I think I've been locking myself in too early. So one thing I'm going to do a little different in this draft is I'm still using untapped, but I'm not going to be using the suggestions. So the little fire emblem or like whatever, I'm going to try to take a look at the cards, see what's available, see what works with my synergy, and just do it that way, rather than saying, oh, hey, untap says this one, and see how that goes. So I'm going to do the thing. Let me start this here. I thought I was in gold 1. Oh, I'm gold 2. Are the titles correct? Now I gotta go check all the videos. Give me a second. Gold 2 start. Okay. Close. Does the suggestion number get updated based on your pick so far? It does. And that's a little bit of the problem. Like, if you pick red, for instance, so say they had like a 50 red, and you grab that 50 red, the next pack around is going to then say, hey, all right, this person's in red. And they're going to say red is going to be, like, good reds are going to have higher ratings now than other potentially really good cards. But say I find a really good white. So I grab a white, and now I have red, white. And so now it's going to start rating red, white higher. I do think it also looks at like synergies, like in-hand win rates, opening hand win rates, in-deck win rates, and things like that. So it is smart and takes a bunch of data when it looks at it. But the downside of it is it's like, okay, this person's a now red-white. If there was a good blue card or a good green card or a green-black or a good black card that would go well in a third color splash, then you don't get that information. It's going to start rating those cards lower. Yeah, I think so. So I'm hiding the numbers in today's draft and see how it goes. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to break the fourth wall here a little bit and going to kick this off and get into the draft. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Bronze to Mythic draft. We are on draft number 12. We're on draft 12. And I want to start it off, as we always do, by taking a quick look at how we're doing, where we're at. So we are currently in gold 2. We made a nice little run recently. I got another little 6-3 draft in our blue-green deck, and that was needed after we had to recover a little bit. We had a 1-3, a 2-3, a 2-3. We had a little string of 2s and 2 and 3s that didn't help the overall win rate. Overall win rate went down to, I believe, 48. So we came back up a little bit with that 6-3 win. But we've been in the general upward trend, and that's where we want to continue to be. We're going to get through gold, where this win rate is going to become really important is once we're in platinum. In platinum, at minimum, you need a 51% win rate to just make progress. But to make a reasonable progress before rank reset, we need to be closer to that 66% win rate. So I've been doing some more study. I've been looking at my drafts, my games. What am I doing wrong? And I think a lot of it has to do with the deck building strategy. We have some punts every now and then, so punts are a thing. But it has to do with deck composition during draft. And this is something that is going to take work. It's going to take me practicing and getting better at recognizing the synergies and kind of like what we're doing. This set is really interesting in the fact that like it's much different than Bloomburrow. If you cut your teeth on drafting in Bloomburrow, kind of like I did, then it was like, oh, I am picking this tribe. I am squirrels. I'm going squirrels. And then as long as I grab squirrels, the synergy is going to unfold by itself. This is a little different. You could have a blue-green aggro deck. You could have a blue-green late-game deck or a mid-range version. So, like, there is a lot of different ways that you can sort of build your decks within the color combination. And even though some of the statistics are saying 2-3 color have lower win rates, what a lot of the professional drafters out there are finding is that as the set goes on, as time goes on, they are finding themselves more and more into 3 color and to maintain or even improve on their win rate. So all of those 3 color or 2 color with a splash decks out there are basically, as the conclusion is, it's a skill issue, right? So a lot of people are splashing irresponsibly or grabbing a 3rd color irresponsibly based on the statistics. Now, am I ready to do a 3rd color? I don't know. But what I am ready to do is I have made mention that I use untapped.gg in my drafting. And so here's just more proof. We're at the gold 2 start. So I'm still going to use the tool, but what I'm going to do is not use the numbers. So there's like a, hey, it's a 50, it's on fire. This is a really good card. because I think it's a little distracting. I need to zoom out more. I need to take a look at the board and see what's really going on. So I think I've turned it off. Hey, look at that. We've earned enough gold to do a gold version. So let's do a gold. We're gonna save some of our gems and do a gold. All right, let's get in there. So yesterday, or no, not yesterday, I completely messed up my schedule yesterday. Didn't even get a chance to stream yesterday. I got Numo, or Numat, the Nummy, in my draft. So yes, I have turned off the numbers, but we still get, we should still get this. Oh no, I want the numbers, but not the, okay. Well, we're grabbing Beastie Defender, or Beastie Befriender. Yeah, I was hoping I could turn off the fire emblem and then, but still keep like the rating up top. I thought I saw somebody do that before. I don't know. So anyways, we're just gonna turn that off. Okay, so we have Toby Beastie Befriender. Wildfire Wickerfolk is a really good card. Want to keep ourselves sort of open here. Nowhere to Run is also very good. Let's play a game. It's okay. I'm keeping myself open in these first few, so let's go ahead and grab that Wickerfolk, or Wildfire Wickerfolk. It does put us kind of in a specific color, but we're early on in the draft. Shroud Stomper, though, is a bit of a game changer here. So Shroud Stomper might put us into sort of a black-white graveyard recursion. The meta for that, though, is isn't the best. So if you see black-white down here, 16%, versus maybe something like a green-white or a red-green is a bit stronger capabilities. So that is a good card to snag in general. And there's a second one. I don't know, man. It's a little rough, but we'll play with it and see what we can make happen. What do we like here? If we're doing Graveyard Recursion, Manifest Dread, like an Innocuous Rat is not bad. Because then you have a sack target, and well, you don't really need sack targets. You just need ways to pull stuff out of the graveyard. In general, Weary Watchdog is still open, so I'm still seeing some decent greens. Here's a great recursion target. Spectral Attic. Fear of Immobility is a nice body. That's good card draw. I think the swamp cycling and putting it into the graveyard, if that's something that we're trying to do. This is also, actually, if we're going to do some graveyard, we need to start grabbing some Emerge from Cocoons. Again, putting stuff in the graveyard. This would give us some plane cycling or a body. Not really triggering Eerie. This is a tough one. Probably Shepherd of Spirits. Puts me a body in the, and then I can plane cycle it. I mean, Acrobatic Cheerleader is pretty good. I think hey, we got 2 Emerge for Cocoons. Okay. I think we're getting the Graveyard Recursion going here. I don't need keys. Maybe Bear Trap. I have seen Bear Trap work. Found footage. Not really going after Delirium, but... Oh, actually, no. We're grabbing the land. Tap land. Smoky Lounge. Okay. So there's some decent cards here. Overlord of the Flood Pits is good card draw. This doesn't help us at all. Put the rest in my graveyard. So like Commune with Evil actually helps a little bit. Rakdos seems a tiny bit open. It does. It seems a little bit open. Not a lot of red being grabbed. But I think with the 2 Emerge from Cocoons, we have a couple plane cyclers to get stuff into the graveyard. I think the focus just needs to be on pulling more stuff from the graveyard, getting stuff into the graveyard. So Commune with Evil would probably be a good choice here as well. And the fact that we got 2 Shroud Stompers. Okay, we got we got a Velgavoss. Fear of Infinity also works well for this type of deck. So I don't know if we splash blue. Kind of like Velgavoss Faithful a little bit more because I can do target. But this is also not a bad choice. Flying Lifelink. Do we have... I don't really even have enchantments or rooms, so Velgavoss Faithful probably a little bit better in this particular case. Rite of the Moth. All right, we're cooking. We got 4 ways to pull things out of the graveyard. I'm feeling a little bit better about that. Withering Torment is probably the best pick here for us. Just grab some decent removal. Defiled Crypt. Here we go. We're cooking. We're cooking with gas now. Absolutely cooking. So Malevolent Chandelier, funny enough, is not as terrible as people think it is, especially if I'm putting a bunch of shit into the graveyard. Having a 4/4 flyer and also being able to put stuff in the graveyard back into my library. Innocuous Rat, though, too. Probably grabbing Innocuous Rat. Fear of Immobility is not bad here. Surveil 1 is also not bad. A Flash 3/2 for 3. Probably going to grab Appendage Amalgam in this particular case. Fear of Lost Teeth. We're not really looking for a sack target. Maybe some removal, like little 1-cost removal. Glimmerlight is a really good uncommon here. 2/2. Probably gonna grab Glimmerlight over this. 2/2 for 3. We'll grab it. Crack Skull. I mean, none of these really matter. Okay. Winter's Intervention is pretty good. The 2/2 is for 4. Oh, the Unsettling Twins. Yeah. This gives me a way to put stuff in and card draw. Maybe a little bit more removal. We'll take the Winter's Intervention. Withering Torment is another really good removal. I can do destroy target creature or enchantment, which is important. I'm not seeing a better choice here. Resurrected Cultist kind of works with what we're doing. Oh, the Fanatic, yeah. Fanatic of Harrowing. 2/2 for 4. Yeah, it's probably gonna get cut if I'm being honest with you. Cynical Loan is interesting. It allows me to search my library for a card and put it into my graveyard. Maybe we can get it to work. It works for what we're trying to do, so we'll try it out. Maybe we'll grab our Chandelier here. Or do we put a little bit of a body on something? I think we're going to be dumping a lot of stuff into the graveyard, so that's probably best. Let's Play a Game is pretty interesting here. We're probably going to be able to achieve Delirium pretty easy. I mean, Lionheart's not bad. White is definitely open. Final Vengeance, strong removal card. Do we grab another rat or like a hardened escort? Probably need some 3-drops. Not looking the most solid on 3-drops there. I keep looking at this. It doesn't really work for what we're doing. Fanatic of Harrowing does, though. Even though it's kind of expensive. I mean, there's not really anything for us there. Attack in the Box. If I'm going to grab anything there. Sure, we'll grab another Hardened Escort. Because I can pair well with Beastie Defender too, because I can attack with the Beast and Hardened Escort. Got a good little Orzhov deck here going. Okay. So, we got to cut some cards. Let's take a look here. We got more black than white. So, we're going to trim a white. So, we got to cut 4 cards here. Chandelier removes their Delirium. Malevolent Chandelier. Put target card from a graveyard on the bottom of its owner's library. Ooh, it does. Okay, so we're going to keep the Shroud Stompers for sure. We got some big boys here. Spectral Snatcher, Shepherding Spirits. We want to keep all of our graveyard recursions. So Rite of Moth, Defiled Crypt, 2 Emerge from Cocoons. So we got those 4 plus a Valgavas Faithful. That's 5 ways to pull things out of the graveyard. Final Vengeance, sacrifice so I can exile target creature. A little ping here. Acrobatic Cheerleader doesn't really do anything for us, so we're drop one of those. Hardened Escort can work well with Beastie Befriender. Pendage Amalgam. It's just a good little flash card here. We got another interesting removal. Withering Torment. I got a couple of those as well. So Final Vengeance 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Attack in the Box is interesting. So this puts us at, we're at 43 cards. Hey, is that Drew? Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. We're just putting together this deck here to see what we can do. We have a decent chance of Delirium. We got good creature, instant, artifacts as well. We're definitely probably going to keep that Malevolent Chandelier. Just helps control. It's a 4/4. It's a decent body. The question is, do we keep Attack in the Box? Or maybe drop Amalgam. Attack in the Box can be surprising. It's like a slip through, get 6 damage, or it can punch outside of its weight class. Like, I think it's a little underrated. The strat in the win con, Shroud Stomper, and it is getting the big bodies out, getting them into the graveyard, and then pulling them back out. Just persistent ability to pull things out of the graveyard. So we have Rite of Moth, which can pull things out of the graveyard twice. We have 2 Emerge from Cocoons, and then we also have a Final Vengeance. So in a Defiled Crypt. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways to pull things out of the graveyard. So we'll put things like Shroud Stomper. So Emerge from Cocoon, we'll actually put it onto the battlefield. So you can do something that this is a 7 cost. I can put it onto the battlefield for 5. Defiled Crypt, target card from a graveyard to a hand, so I can get things back into my hand if I need to as well. So the big bodies are kind of the win con, so we get to keep those, keep the graveyard recursion, and then everything else is just like value, a value play. So we got to figure out what we keep on the lower end. I think Hardened Escort with Toby, the Beastie Befriender, is probably a good little combo to keep in there. Commune with Evil allows me to put things into the graveyard as well as get some card draw, so we'll probably keep that. Cracked Skull is just a fun little removal of, you know, butchering their hand. I think in Limited, butchering somebody's hand is really interesting. So, ooh, maybe Cynical. Keep Fear of Surveillance is a little 2-drop. Are we heavy on like creature 3-drops? Having Delirium is not bad for us. Maybe we run this 41 card special. Okay, perfect. So, if you're catching this on the YouTube video, one, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. However, more importantly, we're at about 23 minutes. So put your timestamp below. Tell me how you think this deck is going to do. We're going with an Orzhov, black-white, graveyard recursion deck. It's not rated the highest. We're aware that it's not rated the highest. It is a like 16% chance or 16% proof that it goes for the 6+ wins. So a little bit lower. The higher ones are going to be at that 20 to 22%. But we have some strong graveyard recursion. We got some good bodies, some good value cards up front, and overall, some ways to make some things happen. And then we got some good control of the board with removal. So let's go ahead and get her started. got a match right away. Switch this up a little bit. Yep, 16 lands. Count that right. So the reason we do 16 lands in Arena and not in real life, in Arena there's hand smoothing. So it actually helps you ensure that you get lands when in your hand. So that's why we do that. Yeah, in person definitely run 17. Hey. Oh, ad break. My bad. My bad. I should have waited. I'm sorry if you're hanging out. I need to have that be bigger or something so that I notice it. We're just playing lands. We're gonna slow play it here. But we got 40 seconds. I'm gonna chill for a second. We're gonna move nice and slow for those that are getting an ad. It's for opening hand only. Bearded mana. Just taking our time, letting this ad play out. We got about 20 seconds left on the ad. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. So that hand smoothing helps. All right, 5 seconds left. Welcome back. All right, we paused as much of the gameplay as we could. We played a land, but now we're gonna hit them with the old cracked skull and butcher their hand here. Ooh, yeah, we gotta get rid of. Choose one. Let's get rid of some removal. And then we'll do a beastie befriender. They're gonna put it in the graveyard. What are they doing? We'll grab one of these. This can also be really good with a bunch of tokens. Oh, there goes my Scorching Dragonfire. So they're gonna have a big swing here. Yeah, that's game. I can't block. Yep. Okay. Adding a loss. That's rough. Okay, what do we need to do differently here? Probably need some of our smaller drops up front. That was just a aggressive deck. Got in under us. And then the 1/3 drop that we had couldn't do anything alone. So it's then we didn't have a follow-up creature, and the removal was a little too expensive. So you know, we haven't really tried an Orzhov, so I've done an Orzhov in a sealed event, and did okay with it. I think I went 2-1 at the event, so I had a little bit more faith in this, but it was also early. People didn't know what to expect. I like this hand. It's just too expensive. Mulligan. Okay, a little bit better. Keep 6. Put Spectral Snatcher. Got our duel in. Doesn't really matter. We'll put Valgaboth. Hit me with a Moldering Gym. They're gonna get another land. We're not falling back behind in land, other than they're drawing land. Get in for our 1. Very nice. And we got our Beastie Befriender. That's what we wanted. It's +1/+0 and indestructible. So they can't ping it out. What's the crew one? Oh, it's a 5-body. Dang it. I thought the crew was more. Whenever one or more land cards are put in your graveyard from your library, put them onto the battlefield tapped. Okay. What do you got for me? Not my beastie. Graveyard Recursion. Uh, 2, 4, 5. Whenever it attacks, you can do this. Do I do the beastie? I think I do the beastie. Get some health back. No attacks. And if we get another land, we can drop our Shepherding Spirits. And we have a Lightning Rod on that versus what we're doing on the board. Okay, got a Brood Spinner. There's Surveil 2. Very nice. Got their own Valgavoth Faithful. they going to swing with it? Are they going to transform the old head shredder? It's not what I need. The fact that that frickin' head shredder is just sitting there, I really need the another land here, because I think they need more land. Oh, they're a 4-color. Interesting. Hey. Now we got something in the air. Now I got something to just go over the top. They're going to crew 1. Okay, okay, okay. That's unfortunate. Yep, should have saw that one. That was a punt. That was a punt if I ever saw one. We're adding to the punt. We're at a punt count. I feel like I should attack with Attack in the Box, but it's just going to die to Resurrected Cultist. We have a lot of options here. A Final Vengeance would take. Some Withering Torments. Is this an enchantment? That's an artifact. You know, Shroud Stompers would be great. They're going to Manifest Dread. So they kept it on top. Interesting. And the land goes onto the table. Then another land. They're going to get their 1. Just need some stuff here. Not land. Not land is what we need. Card draw would be great too. Flip it, I dare ya. I didn't think they were going to get through that many of my cards, but it's dead. Perfect. What do they have here? Enchantment, creature, and sorcery. So none of these are going to help it. Gotta do something about it. Got in for my damage. Okay. Now they're just swinging for 4 in the air. I think I just take this, no blocks. Oh, they discarded it. Sweet. Let's flood out. That sounds like a great option. This is rough. This is rough, friends. The graveyard recursion deck is not doing anything. Should have went with 15 lands. Probably. Hey. JK replacer. Oh, hit me with a murder. That's fair. Oh, we got some life and card draw out of it. All right, we have to block now. There goes our cards. Yep. Is this the 0-3? This might be the 0-3. One more loss and we're gonna slide backwards. Not good. Not good. Not good. Not good. More drafts, yay. Hey, this is technically a free draft. We only used our gold to do it, so it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Okay, at least we have a little bit of a quicker start. Yeah, warm-up draft for free. That's all it was. Just knocking the rust off, you know. It's early in the morning. Getting some rats on the table. Got a Shroud Stomper. Need to get it out of my hand somehow. Otherwise, I need 7 mana. Nice. Cool. Well, it took care of that. That was a little scary. Is that really only 5? Yeah, it's 5. I have another demon? You're gonna get rid of my... Oh no! Not my fear of surveillance. You gonna let me manifest dread? How do you freaking get just a bunch of bangers? Not my land. Here's hoping we don't go for the 0 and 3. This is what we really don't want. So now that we're not flooding, we do need land. Just keep swinging, just keep swinging, just keep swinging. So and a Velgavoth. Do I have anything really? I mean, they have it. Yeah, they got it. Well, that was a short one. That was a short one. We went down. We went down to gold. Gold tier 3. Oh, okay. What we are going to do, though, is take a look at what went wrong. Okay, so Orzhov, not good, not good. Let's view the draft replay. See if we can learn the error of our ways. Okay, pack 1, pick 1. What do we have here that could have potentially been better? Um, I mean, Paranormal Analyst is pretty good. Sheltered by Ghosts, also pretty good. I mean, Pack One, Pick One, Toby Beastie Befriender is not terrible. Now it's time for a good draft. I agree. I agree. Uh, Sheltered by Ghosts is probably a little bit better if we look at the stats. We see in hand win rate 60.2, played win rate 61.2. So it's removal. Plus, it's an enchantment, so it gives something +1/+0, has lifelink and ward 2. So overall, pretty solid card. This is not terrible either. We're talking like less than a % difference in these cards. So you couldn't go wrong really with either one of these cards. So that was a fine pick. We kept ourselves open. We ended up grabbing Wildfire Wicker Folk. And of the cards here, like if we look at all the stats, it's the best card here. So Wicker Folk, Wildfire Wicker Folk was definitely the choice. Could have opened us up into red green. And then we saw Shroud Stopper. In hand win rate is low, 53.4, but played win rate is 65.6. So that's just a huge win rate if you can actually play the card. Which we had great ways to potentially play the card. As far as everything else here, not really doing as well. So Shroud Stomper was definitely the grab. Then we got another Shroud Stomper. And then if we look at sort of win rates and quality of cards here, like the 2 Shroud Stompers back to back was definitely not a bad choice. So all that being said, what was our follow-up? I think the follow-up was either Fear of Immobility or Innocuous Rat. So Innocuous Rat for 2, you're essentially getting a 3/3 for 2. Because when it dies, you get a 2/2 manifest and a way to put stuff in the graveyard. So overall, worked well with their game plan. Like, I don't feel bad about that choice. Spectral Snatcher was just a body. We're planning on swamp cycling that into the graveyard to be able to pull it out later. Other choices here, maybe grabbing Fear of Immobility might have been a little bit better. It was a little cheaper at 5 mana plus stunned a creature, and it was 4/4. I always think this card has flying based off the art, but it doesn't have flying. Another potential option could have been Wary Watchdog, got us into green, but with the 2 Shroud Stompers, like that was a hard grab. And then coming into here, like now we had ways to pull the Shroud Stomper out. So that was great. I don't know if there was another better option. We were looking at red-green as a potential another one. So like if we were in red-green, Turn Inside Out would have been a great card to grab. But again, the Shroud Stompers were just doing it for us. Shepherding Spirits, probably not the best grab here. This could have got us into like a red, green, black, maybe with Disturbing Mirth. Resurrected Cultist was the other consideration. So, I mean, not great options. Again, 1% difference between these 2 cards. And we got an ad. So we're going to chill. We're going to chill for a second, hang out while we wait for the ad to finish. Don't want you guys to miss anything. But the general gist of it is it goes into the game plan. I just think the game plan itself might be the issue. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe the game plan compared to the field isn't that good. So we're just gonna hang out, wait for the ad to get done playing. If you're hanging out in the stream, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out, and good morning. We're all part of the spreadsheet gang in this early in the morning. or the late nighters. My running joke is I have seen 6 a.m. more times from the backside than the front side, and it's because I generally stay up. Stay up too late. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you all for hanging out, watching the ads. We'll get right back into it. So the thought that I'm having is that maybe this graveyard recursion game style or play style, just compared to the field, is not good, because we grabbed really good options for this particular play style. So less than 1% difference in these two cards, so it couldn't go really wrong, other than, you know, hey, this was a plane cycler, was kind of what the hope was if I needed land. As far as like playing on curve, this probably could have been a little bit better. Next up, again, we have Hand That Feeds, was a pretty solid card. Bashful Beastie, another card if we were in the green-red that maybe we could consider. And since these were out so late, you know, that could have been a signal that red-green was open, and I could have made a late pivot. It's just hard with those two OP cards. And this was just like I grabbed in color. There was no reason to grab anything else. Again, green seemed pretty open. But we had another emerge from Cocoon. So that gets us to 2 emerge from Cocoon. So now we had 2 emerge from Cocoons, which can pull out a 7-cost card from the graveyard. We just needed good ways to put stuff into the graveyard, which we had the 2. We ended up having 2 rats. We grab a bear trap because nothing really better here. We grab the land, easy grab. We grab this just in case. Those were kind of garbage grabs. So then we grab Commune with Evil, another great way to put stuff in the graveyard. Other really, really good cards here. Overlord of the Flood Pits is really difficult to deal with. 5/3 flying when it comes in, enters or attacks, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. So maybe we could have considered splashing blue to get that card draw, get things into the graveyard. Also, it's just another big body that we could have. So that was a thought. This was also just the way to get stuff into the graveyard. Other cards, I mean, this is pack 2, pick one. So, you know, all of it is open. There's some other strong cards in here, like Arabella's as well. Vogelbach's Faithful, yet another way to pull stuff out of the graveyard, so felt good about that. Fear of Infinity is another just a solid card, especially in the graveyard recursion. This could have been a signal to move into blue. Like maybe just snag Overlord Flood Pits, and then if I had done that, then Fear of Infinity, and we could have splashed blue. And I think that might have helped us overall. So that was something to pay attention to. Is like, what other things do we have in blue that would have helped us out when you unlock this door? Surveil 2, that's a good way to put stuff in the graveyard. And then we had some mana fixing available to us. We also would have had this card available to us, which would have helped a lot. Yeah, so I think we missed an opportunity to splash blue, if I'm being honest with you. But Rite of Moth did work well with what we were doing. So, like, compared to what we were doing, this is really good. We had some options to, like, splash blue. Trapped in the Screen was a removal here that we could have grabbed. But, again, we were just trying to pull stuff out of the graveyard. So if we were to take a look here, the removal would have been fine to snag. Now, if we were in blue, you know, we could have considered things like Fear of Imposters. But overall, I think the removal is the best pick here. More graveyard recursion, so, you know, great for the game plan. Leyline, no, none of the ley lines are good. This would have been a removal. So this, you know, kind of the tier goes like, what are the bombs that you want to get in the graveyard, and what are your good ways to pull things out of the graveyard? So in that particular case, like, that was still a really good card to snag. This would be another one, like if you manifest Dread this, but this was decent, lowered our mana curve a little bit. allowed us to manifest dread. So I don't see too much wrong with that choice. I'm starting to think, like, we had a really good graveyard recursion deck. I'm really starting to think just the deck itself doesn't match up well with the playfield. And that was the problem. If we had Splash Blue, Twist Reality would have probably been the better choice. Fear of Immobility would have been a really good choice here too. I think I was just looking at the cost as well. Bear Trap. Over Bear Trap, I should have just grabbed the other Neglected Manor. Glimmerlight was not a bad choice here. We could have grabbed Unsettling Twins. It was just kind of expensive. More ways to get stuff into the graveyard. So I could have discarded a card. That would have been nice when I had that Shroud Stomper in hand. Crack Skull, just a fun little value play. Garbage pick, garbage pick, garbage pick. Blue was definitely open. Could have definitely splashed blue. So this would have been another opportunity to splash blue. We could have land cycled this and put that in the graveyard, then pulled it out with Graveyard Recursion. We did, since we weren't splashing blue, we did end up grabbing the Winter's Intervention, which is a nice little removal, little ping. The other option here is a Fanatic of Harrowing as well that we could have considered. Another removal, if we had splashed blue, we could have things like Twisted Reality. Could have also grabbed Murder. I think we went with Withering Torment because it also did enchantments. Cynical Loner. I mean, best option here probably. Resurrected Cultist. Draw 2 cards, create a 1/1. Like, if we had splashed blue, that'd probably be the better option. What else? And then this would have allowed us to splash blue. Like, we had a lot of opportunity to splash blue. Like, we messed up. That's probably where we went wrong. Let's play a game. Like, this would have also helped with splashing blue. I mean, we didn't have a lot of rooms, but enchantments would have been cheaper. It's a 2/3 for 2, though, so it's a decent little body outside of that. I don't think this was a bad choice here over the playfield. Like, if you can play it, it's a 59.7 win rate. Final Vengeance, not a bad little removal. Again, Fanatic of Harrowing would have been another option. Those two are pretty close if you look at win rate, 52.9, 53.9. So they're like a 1% difference between those. Like, especially played win rate, 53.5 versus 53.7. So overall, that was probably a coin flip between those two. I chose removal because we needed it. Didn't really need another rat. Hardened Escort kind of had a plan to try to protect stuff. We grabbed another Fanatic here. What else we got? Another opportunity to splash blue if we had done so. Yeah, blue was way open. Okay, so what did we learn? Be open to the splash. Grab that bomb of a card that we would have saw, and then we could have put it with Shroud Stomper. We could have splashed blue and maybe rounded out and increased. It's 4 p.m. for you. Yeah, it's not 4 p.m. for me. But I appreciate you watching from halfway across the world. So we missed the opportunity to splash blue, and we're too focused on the game plan, and the game plan worked. I think, though, if we had splash blue, it might have smoothed out the game plan a little bit and made it a little bit better. But I think overall, the conclusion, based on the fact that I had a really good graveyard recursion deck, is that we probably didn't line up to the field very well. And we obviously missed the opportunity to splash blue, but in general, as we saw the games play out, like, they were just winning before we could get anything going, right? I think the deck is maybe a little too slow. It's a little bit way too late game. Didn't have enough control up front to stop them from going crazy. So all in all, we learned some things. We're going to pay attention to those in the next draft. And if you're catching this on the YouTube video, I appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out, watching all the way to the end. You know, do the thing. Like, subscribe, comment. It helps the algorithm. We're growing the channel. huge shout out to everybody. This is my first video after knowing we have 100 subscribers to the channel. So huge shout out to all of you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And we're going to just continue making Magic content, making more Bronze to Mythic, making more RCQ vlogs, making in-person draft vlogs. We're going to do more news pieces and other content in and around Magic. We're going to Magic Con at the end of the month here. So trying to figure out all the content I'm going to do for that, as well as enjoy my time out there, because it is sort of my dude weekend where me and some buddies all go out to Vegas and have some fun. So all that to be said, thank you for hanging out with me. And until next time, we'll catch you at the table. Awesome. For everybody hanging out on the live stream, I'm going to take a quick restroom break, and then we're going to be right back, and we're going to do more draft. So we're going to hopefully not suck it up. And we actually went down a rank, which was fun. We are now gold. Still saying I'm gold 2, but I'm definitely gold 3. Gold tier 3. Oh, it just that shows highest rank. So we're in gold tier 3 currently. Interesting. Okay. I'm just learning how to read charts apparently. Run a 3-minute ad, it will disable pre-rolls for an hour. Ooh. Yeah, let's do that. Do I have that option? I should have that option. There you go. That's the 3-minute. Cool. So I have a 3-minute ad button now. I'm gonna be right back. Bio break, and we're gonna run an ad for 3 minutes while I do so. So enjoy. Thank you, and I will be right back. All right. I'm back. I'm back. I grabbed my water. I got a protein shake. Get the day started. That's cold. That's very cold. Okay. So, we're going to do another draft. Let me claim my stuff here. And then we're going to switch it over to here. And we'll kick this off again. So everybody hanging out in the live stream, appreciate you. I'm going to break the fourth wall a little bit and do a YouTube intro for my Bronze to Mythic run. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Bronze to Mythic match. We are officially on draft 13, I believe. And we had a little bit of a rough go. We're coming off an 0-3 and a slide backwards in the rank, unfortunately. So let's talk about a little bit where we've been, how we're doing. So let's take a look. We've making an upward trend, but this last match really hurt us. We actually had an 0-3 draft with Orzhov. Now, we know Orzhov is bad, but we had the perfect cards. We had like 6 ways to recur cards. We had Shroud Stompers, 2 of them. We had some other big creatures that we were going to slam into the graveyard and then pull them out. And then I'm just starting to think that the game plan itself does not match up well with the field. So it was a bad beat. If you want to go see it, go check out the other video. Go check out draft number 12. And we also did a review of our draft strategy. It was definitely open, but it was rough. It was rough. So my highest rank was gold 2, but we have slid back to gold 3. Let's switch over here. We are now on draft 13. But if we take a look at our profile, we are in gold tier 3. We have slid backwards, unfortunately, because of that 0-3 loss. But it was a draft done with gold. So we saved a little bit of money. Now we're going to go ahead and use our draft tokens. And, or not draft tokens, our gems. Our gems. So let's, like blow on them. What do we do in Vegas? You blow on them, roll those dice. And one thing that we are doing a little different, we still have untapped, so that we can track our games and our stats and all that fun stuff. However, we have the overlay for the cards turned off. So we are trying to draft based off of knowledge, picking up synergy. So what it's hopefully going to help me do, because having that little fire symbol or the number is great. I really think it's valuable. However, it was like a lightning rod for my vision. So I would just like look at it, and I was grabbing cards based off of that. So Central Elevator, really interesting card. You can win based off of the number of rooms that you unlock. So of the cards here, I'm not a biggest fan of Savior of the Small, just the survival capabilities of that. Whenever you manifest Dread, so Paranormal Analyst is decent. This is just a fun card. You can kind of splash this in. I don't think you really build anything off of it. You win the game if there are 8 or more different names of unlocked. Should we try a rooms deck? We've never done a rooms deck. I don't know. I'm thinking Paranormal Analyst. You put a card back into your hand if you use it for Manifest Dread. So we'll do that. Stay hidden, stay silent. Nice little enchantment. And Enters tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap. Shuffle enchanted creature into its owner's library. Then manifest dread. Activate only as a sorcery. So it does give you a manifest dread outlet. Smoky Lounge here. This could also be a fun card. Like maybe Room's deck was a miss. But we're seeing some good blue cards. Nowhere to Run. Nor in the Swift Survivalist. We have some okay commons with like Final Vengeance here. But Stay Hidden, Stay Silent, I think is a nice little removal card. Here's Meat Locker. Might have been a miss on the Rooms there. However, Threats Around Every Corner could definitely help out with a Manifest Dread deck. Bashful Beastie, same thing. This is a decent removal. I do like this removal, but Bashful Beastie is pretty good. Stalked Researcher is a nice little body. It's a 2-mana 3/3 defender. I think we're into the Manifest Dread. Now, the thing of it is, I don't want to declare too early. Try to remember, don't declare too early. But I also need to be open to splash. Like, there are some other Manifest Dread cards out there in, like, white, for instance. But Oblivious Bookworm is open. So it's telling me that they're not looking at green-blue coming from my right here. But, yeah, this is a really good card. Synergizes really well with Paranormal Analyst. And Threats Around Every Corner. But at the beginning of your end step, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card, a permanent, unless I Manifest Dread, basically, if I turn a card face down that turn. So it's a nice body too. It's a 2/3 for 2. Duskmorn Domination. That's just so expensive. That's crazy. Fanatic Strength is not bad. I do like that. Enchant creature, so it's a flash. So it is an enchant creature, so it doesn't go away, which is a nice little thing to slap onto like a Manifest Dread. This doesn't really look like they're... It's like Frantic Strength. I don't know. Like, what would you draw for Frantic Strength? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what I would draw. That doesn't really convey Frantic Strength. Like, it definitely looks frantic. But, so, do we have anything here that really jumps out at us as something that will help? Vanish from Sight is not terrible. It is removal. Slavering Branch Snapper, also not terrible. I would take this as like hope to Manifest Dread it. It's expensive. We'll grab the Stark Researcher here. Actually, there's another Bashful Beastie. We need a lower mana curve. Yep. Stalked Researcher, nice little 3/3 body. Forest Cycling, I mean, it's more Forest Cycling. I would consider this more of a 2-drop now at this point, knowing that I have multiple. It's just a way to get land. Same thing with this guy. Another attacking creature can't be blocked. Or Cryptid Inspector. I think we're going to do Cryptid Inspector. Cathartic Parting. That's, yeah, like, people are not in green and a Manifest Dread. Yeah, they are not in green-blue. That is just super expensive. I'm probably not playing that. We had another Central Elevator. Rooms could have been it for us. So what else do we have here? Good Manifest Dread here. Put a 1/1 counter on it. So it is a Manifest Dread target. The survival is not really all that great here for us. This is land draw. Do we have something close to Delirium? Instant, sorcery, enchantments, like Underwater Tunnel is just a 4-cost 3/3 essentially for us, and a Surveil. But it is another way to manifest dread. Or do we take this guy? I think maybe we just take this. Leyline Transformation, Erratic Apparition. If you can get this to turn sideways, then you do get to manifest dread, so Defiant Survivor. Not terrible for that particular reason. Over everything else that we have here, not really doing a lot of stuff with Eerie. It's a 1/3. Like white, blue. We don't have a lot of enchantments. 4 enchantments. I think we grab the Defiant Survivor. The Mind Skinner. This thing is I think I'm taking it. So this thing is a removal check 100%. You don't play it on turn 3. You play it a little bit later. But that basically makes him mill 10 cards because it's unblockable. So it's 100% a removal check. And so it's great. I haven't had a chance to draft it. We're in the colors. We're gonna draft it. And see if we can make something happen here with it. Counter target, return to your own hand. Stalked Researcher, probably again 2 mana 3/3. If you do Eerie in some way, then great. Otherwise, it's just a nice body. Glimmerlight is actually pretty good too. Actually, we'll probably grab Glimmerlight because now it's gonna buff some of those. Maybe Terramorphic. Counterspell unless its controller plays 2. If they do, Surveil 2. Draw 2 cards. I mean, probably Terramorphic here. Yeah. We're grabbing Terramorphic, helping with lands. This is probably our draw for Manifest Dread. Cursed Windbreaker, so we get to Manifest Dread. And then attach it to it and it has flying. So I do like that we got Glimmerlight. Another threats around every corner. Do we do that or the removal? I think 2 threats around every corner. Then another Cursed Windbreaker. That's crazy. It's crazy stuff. Found footage, not terrible. If they're manifesting dread, I can look at their cards. We are only in pack 2, so we can definitely do some moving around here. Like this might be a little expensive, so we might pull that out. Probably slam that there. Probably slam that there. Stalked Researcher. I'm not upset about it. Not unlocking a lot of rooms. And a land card. Palisade Worm. This thing can't be countered. Trample Haste. And if it has Delirium, you can pull it out of the graveyard and put it back on. Like, of all the choices here, 100% for what we're doing. We're grabbing a worm. Balustrade Worm. Frantic Strength, not bad. Like, not work for us. Garbage. Way too expensive. Saw, not terrible. Crypt creature gets +2/+0. Attacks me. Sacrifice a permanent other than the creature. Saw if you do draw a card. It is good for a sack deck. Vanish from sight, potentially. I think maybe Spine Seeker Centipede is actually what we grab, or Frantic Strength. I grabbed Frantic Strength. Patchwork Beastie. It's probably the Snatch Grab here. Like, enchantments, artifacts, maybe some sorceries. Or get a land. We do have a Terramorphic Expanse. Growing Dread. Absolutely. It's going to work really well with what we have. When I turn things face up, they're going to get 1/1 counters on them. So it's one of the staple cards. Here's another Manifest Dread. Weight Room is also a potential option. Makes for this is tough, actually. So another instant or sorcery. This is an enchantment. This is another land. So like counter target spell. Oblivious Bookworm. Got 2 of those. That's crazy. This is just going to help with Delirium. Manifest Dread. Also help with Delirium. Not a great option here for us. Artifact Creature, maybe. Anthropede. Grab another Saw, sure. Grab a Get Out. Did we grab the second Terramorphic? We didn't. I've played this card and lost with that card before. Okay, so the game plan is Manifest. So if we come, clicking the wrong stuff. So search keyword dread. Is that how that works? No, dread. Okay, so this is all of our ways to interact with or create dread. So manifest dread. I can manifest dread with that. Whenever you manifest dread, put a card in your graveyard, so you get to save it. Manifest dread, manifest dread, manifest dread, manifest dread. Whenever you manifest dread. Okay, so what doesn't work well with that? That doesn't work well with that. Cryptid Inspector works well. That helps. Mind Skinner is just going to be a fun little thing. Get Out is, we don't need found footage. What are we looking at for lands? So 15, so pretty even. We're gonna run 16 lands again. I think we keep the Dagger Maul because we need the blue. Probably don't need all of these. That is it's a nice little like buff to your Manifest Dread cards. Cathartic Parting. We need some removal. This is some removal. Twist Reality is also a little bit of removal for us. So like our removal is mostly in counter spells. We do have Stay Hidden, Stay Silent. We need to do some cutting here. probably slavering. These all work with our game plan. I could probably cut that one. Oh, this is tough. Gotta cut some stuff. We don't have a lot of targeted removal. So I need the Unnerving Grasp. The rest of the stuff is sort of counter spells. This also is removal. So there's like the 2 targeted removal I have. This is a counter spell. This is also 2 counter spells. So like that's really my removal. And then Fanatic Strength. Oh, and Cathartic Party. Okay. So there's some decent. I think we might end up cutting Patchwork. It's so good. What do we have? 7 enchantments. We have a Terramorphic, Sorcerer. So like we have a decent way to get Delirium. This is really a 2-drop, and I'm keeping it because we have a couple things that are like double pip blues or 3-pip blues. So getting another blue from Daggermaw and Terramorphic Expanse is going to be important. But I need to make 3 cuts. What do I cut? I guess if we're keeping the Glimmerlights and the Saws, we could potentially drop Frenetic Strength. Even though this is like... Or Frantic Strength. Even though this does have Flash. So I could just equip it to something. So it is scary to deal with. Do I need 5 equips though? So we can probably drop a Saw. Go to 42. Keep a Saw, keep a Glimmerlight. Keeping all these, Growing Dread. We got to keep the removal. Maybe we run a 42 card special. All right, we're going to run a 42 card special. We are 22 minutes into the video. If you're catching this on YouTube, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. If you like Magic, you've made it this far, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. It means comment, do a smiley face, thumbs up, something. It helps the algorithm. I appreciate you. If you're catching this live, do the same thing. If you're on YouTube, like it, comment. It all helps with the algorithm. If you don't feel like subscribing yet, I haven't earned this subscription, that's fine. But the like and the comment help a ton. But what I want more than anything is a timestamp and your predictions. Do you think this is a trophy deck? How do you think we're going to do with this? The game plan is Manifest Dread, have a ton of synergies with Manifest Dread, and then protect them with things like Glimmerlight, Saw. We have some removal. This is just fun. We're doing a removal check, swinging with this bad boy, and trying to mill them out. Michael Wilkerson, Saw and Frantic Strength are 2 worst by far. You are Manifest Dread deck. Yeah. The Saw and the Manifest Dread, or the Frantic, are definitely from like a value perspective not the best, but if you slap them onto a Manifest Dread card, now all of a sudden it's a 4/4, right? So it's a way to take advantage of that. If I'm feeling like the 42 card special isn't working well, we'll definitely do something about it. Remove more land and pray to God, God of Magic, to not be mana screw. We're already running 16 lands. That's probably as low as I'm really willing to go. Actually, we could probably run 15 lands because we do have Dagger Maw, which could get us another land if we need it. It's not a bad thought. Because we do have a lot of card draw with Oblivious Bookworm, with threats around every corner. That's actually a really good idea. Yeah, with 2 Oblivious Bookworms and 2 threats around every corner, plus a Dagger Maw, I actually don't feel bad about going to 15 lands. And then I still have some of this protection that I wanted. All right, we're going to do 15 lands. 41 card. We have some ways to get the lands out there. Yeah, I think we're going to run it. But yeah, let me know. Let me know your predictions. Let's go ahead and spin this up. Appreciate all the comments, friends. Thank you for hanging out. That was a great idea. I mean, not terrible. Would love a green to play Patchwork, but we got a counter spell. We can get Stocked Researcher out there. It's a 3/3 body for 2, so I see you too are a fan of the blue. But that thing is annoying for sure. Oh, 2 flying. Now the question is, which one do you grab? So if they ever open a room, this does become a 2. I do got to grab one of them, I think. Getting my own swings in. Hey, JPL, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate you. On YouTube, not on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, subscribing means something completely different. So if I get a green, oh, we got a saw. So the nice thing is this is an enchantment. So as soon as I get a green, I can drop a threats around every corner. And then that will trigger both of these, and then I'm swinging for 6. Okay. Probably should have countered that spell. Oh, try safe with the Twitch sub. Very much appreciated. Thank you. I don't really push, you know, the Twitch subs, but those are always appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay. Resolves. They get +1/+1. We double block. And then we counterspell. Cancel. Counter target spell. Unless you have another jump scare. We just got rid of your dude. This is getting... It's getting bad. It's getting bad. We need... We need a green. That's fine. I can block it on the ground. Killing me, game. Killing me. I'm gonna die to this piranha fly. I got another land, all right. That's fun. Green is what we're requesting over here. So you do have to have something to sacrifice to it. So Saw might not be as special as we thought. I thought it came in and it would equip. All right, they're going to do some sort of removal. And they're getting the Manifest Dread. Oh, they're getting everything they need. That's game. Jesus Christ. That's rough. That's rough. All right, so let's take a look. We're going to drop the Saw, and we're going to run a 41 card special, but we're adding a land back. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Adding a green. Okay, we got the loss out of the way. It's just uphill from here, right? Or it's downhill from here. We went downhill, not uphill. It's downhill from here. Okay, we got both lands. Much better hand. Then a green. And then we're going to play Stalked Researcher. They have a counter spell or something? Swamp Cycling. Gotcha. All right, we got a little defense on the table. And we got our third land. I can't attack unless I play this. Huh. We have a couple counter spells. Okay. Interesting. Artifact or enchantment. Don't really have another enchantment here. But what can we do? We'll put Bookworm down. And then if they have... Do I want to draw a card? I think I'm good on the game plan right now. So if they have something, then I can pop the old get out if they're going to try to move the card. Do they have removal? Let's target creature or enchantment spell. So I guess I can't counterspell it. Interesting. Very interesting. So this will manifest dread, so now we can draw a card freely. Then play a patchwork. No attacks. We get to draw a card, take action. Perfect. We got a threats around every corner. Allow us to go get more land. They get to draw a card. Do I mill a card? What do we have here? Instant, basic land, enchantment, take action. Another land. Damn. Then threats around every corner. Manifest dread. Grab another land. Do we really not have a creature in here? Take action. Yeah, buddy. Okay, that's fine. You just gave Patchwork Delirium. Thank you. Decline. I don't need to do that anymore. Ooh, and we got another threats around every corner. Perfect. Manifest Dread. Doesn't really matter. Get some land cards. Boom. Boom. Got another. Sure, we'll put a Dagger Maw down there. we have almost all of our lands out of our deck now. So we're just pulling pure gas at this point. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token enchantment, then a non-token creature. Okay. Decline. What is that? 6, 9. Swinging for 6/8, bud. Ooh, and then we got a patchwork. Or a bashful beastie. Do I really want to manifest dread again, though? Actually, if I do, I don't want to target the counterspell. All right. The manifest dread plan. It works. It works. Back into gold tier 4. Or gold tier 2. We were about to swing for some big numbers. They felt good. They felt good about their big old flyer there. All right, we broke the curse. We don't have 0 wins this time. But is this a 7x deck? That's the real question. Is it a 7x deck? It feels good. It feels good. I did feel good about getting all the lands out of my deck into my own doing, not by flooding out. And that way we're just pulling pure gas. But it was a little scary. I think we have to mully this. That didn't help. Need a blue. Not a 7x deck. Lack removal will be downfall. Potentially. We have... Our removal comes in the form of counter spells. We have Cathartic Party. Yeah, we got the blue. We got the blue. So Get Out is removal. Cathartic Partying is removal. Stay Hidden, Stay Silent is removal. That's 3. 4 with Unnerving Graphs. Yeah, we have 4 like direct removal. Artifact, that's a Manifest Dread. Do we slam another one of these? Save the Manifest Dread for some synergies. Now we got some decent land defense. Forest cycling. Okay. We went and got a forest. Ooh, yeah, baby. Ooh, yeah, baby. Manifest Dread. Get the triple island. And that way now I can play, I think that's the big scary one, is getting the triple island. Because now we can play the Mind Seeker. And we have more than enough to flip Bashful Beastie. You pop all the eyeballs before they respawn. No blacks. Do we do it? Do they got removal? Oh, there it is. Okay. They passed the removal check. That was funny. Do I block? It's 7 damage. Okay. All right, now if they have any big cards, we do have a counter spell. What do you got there? What do you got there? Pop the eyeballs. Oh, I missed one. We're not going to do it. Beginning of your second main is tapped. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. This is just straight counter. I can't kill it. Maybe I can kill it. Trample haste. Do I play this? I can play both. View battlefield. What do we have? Instant creature enchantment. Instant creature enchantment and land. Instant creature enchantment and land. Okay. We got our 5 in. The balustrade worm. Can't turn that face up. It says an equip 3. So I can equip the worm with the jacket. That's pretty spicy. Unless they have another removal. If they have another trapped in the screen, that would be unfortunate. Timeout used. Interesting. What's the plan here, guy? Okay, okay, okay. Ooh, and got a frantic strength. So unless they have removal, +2 plus. Well, I'm gonna put that up in the air. I'm gonna put Oblivious Bookworm in the air again, or not again, but that'll be 8. If that's in the air, and they hold that back to hopefully block. But that's all information on the table, so I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah, it tells you 4 Delirium on the card. That's true. I also like to just count it for counting's sake. Understanding where my Delirium is coming from. We'll take it. We'll take it. We're also in the wrong screen. Why did nobody tell me this? 2 wins. We haven't had any punts on this game yet. Okay. That one felt good. It was a little sloppy. We got rid of a lot of our removal when we were manifesting Dread. So that got a little scary. But overall. Okay. 2. Okay. Cathartic Parting. Let's just hold that to the other end step. Island cycling, resolve. Give me an island. always unfortunate. We got a 4th land though. Got 2 in the air. Do we hold for a potential counterspell? I think we hold. What do they have? I do like this pet. This pet's cool. Like this one. And I like the fish. The holographic fish one. I don't know why. I like that one and this one. Pass. Grab a forest. Slam a patchwork beastie. Or just hold counter spells. That's all we're gonna do. Just hold the counter spells. Is it worth it? Resolve. Decline. Nice. 5th land. Now Patchwork Beastie's got some wings. Now we're doing 3 damage a turn in the air versus 2. You just upgraded my damage, bud. Decline. So we do this, and then we keep the counter spell. What's gonna really suck is they're gonna get their land, and then want to play something. Like that, and then we're just gonna go, oh, sorry, bud. Do I have an enchantment? Then we're gonna do it again. Oh, they got to land. Now they're gonna try to play something scary. All right. Decline. I don't really have an enchantment or room to play. How much is that? 6? So I could do that next turn. I draw a card, decline. Okay. Decline. I think we do, nope. Next, we are going to attack with Patchwork. And then we're going to do some shenanigans. We're going to play this. Oh, now we don't have enough. Oh, gave it hexproof, eh? We didn't get to manifest dread, so I don't want to. We're gonna decline. Awesome. Awesome. Good old counter spells doing some work for us. Making our way through. Gotta hit it. Boom. 3 and 1. You got over the 3 hump. The 3 hump is big. We get 1,000 gems back if we get into the 3 hump. Or over the 3 hump. Got our protein in for the day. Almost done with the coffee. Perfect starting hand. We'll take it. Grabbing or dropping some stalked researchers up front. We get some bodies to protect us. And then start looking for some synergies with Manifesting Dread. And Oblivious Bookworm, Paranormal Analyst also is going to help us a lot. This is an enchantment, which is really nice because then I can also attack with Stalked Researcher if I want to. Surveil 2. Are you going to dump 2 cards right away? How much does it cost to pop this thing? 6? Oh, there's a land. Paranormal Analyst, eh? They're gonna remove it. Don't have 2 blue. That's a fair response. That's a fair response. I don't know, that was just pretty funny. Okay, now we have 2 blue. I think we save it for a counterspell. Yep. Just save it for a counterspell, because 5th land and then a 5-drop would be real nice to block here. Dagger Maw. Do I do it for the land and be able to play Balustrade Worm? Gonna hold. Hold! That thing's just annoying. Yeah, that wasn't helpful. I think we land cycle it. Need to start getting some bodies out there. Decline. Ideally, we get the 5th land here and then can play Balustrade. Okay. Got the old dick twister. All right, we got an ad break in 5 minutes. Are we gonna be done with this game in 5 minutes? Oh, they got an Altanach. Take damage. There's our Terramorphic. We'll play this. Put a stop at the end of their turn. And then we'll do the Terramorphic. We don't have a land, so that would be my 5th. Resolve. We want another blue. Okay, interesting. Now if we get the 6th land, we're playing Dagger Maw. Megalodon. Which is scary. I think deep water stuff is probably scary, even though this is like a shark inside a house. I guess we take the damage. Next. Getting rid of that thing. Are we going to pull removal? Yep. Sure did. That helps a little bit. They still take 5. I'm really holding out for that 6th land here. We could play Bashful Beastie next. They have enough now to pop Brood Spinner. Oh no. What I really wanted to do was drop threats around every corner. Okay, that's keeping us in the game. Play a Bashful Beastie. And so now next turn, threats around every corner, get a land. Now I can swing with the stocked researchers. Okay, we're gonna sack that. Ooh, they exiled it. Nice. Take the damage. What do we want to manifest right here? We'll grab another forest. Manifest Dread. Grab another land. Grab another island. They're going to take 6. I think we take the damage. Do we do this or do we Dagger Maw? I think we do this. Because now I can swing with the stocked researchers again. Manifest Dread. Alright, unfortunately we have an ad break right in the middle of all the action. So I'm sorry. Grab another one of these. I'm gonna play it as slow as I can. Slow as I can. For those that are unfortunately having to catch an ad break. If you're not catching the ad break, I appreciate you. That either means you're a subscriber or you're a Turbo member. And I think if you're a Turbo member and you are here during an ad break, there's a little bit more compensation that comes from the Turbo members. I think that's how that works. So we're just going to take our time. We've got 30 seconds left on the ad break. Nice. We're trying not to do anything for those that are watching. So we got 5 seconds left on the ad break. We have 4, timeout counters. So, all right, welcome back. We held off as long as we could. We're gonna go ahead and swing now. They're gonna have to block something. Or they pop their brood spinner. Popping off. Yeah. We're trying. Hey, TrySafe. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate you. Okay. Their old dick twister is gone. And we're gonna grab Curse Windbreaker here. Manifest Red again. Gonna get to grab a couple more lands. And then leaving us with nothing but gas. Absolute gas. And 7 cards in the graveyard. Or in the library. So. We gotta probably start being a little careful here. Okay, bringing back the old Dick Twister. Okay. Sacrifice a non-land permanent. Gonna get rid of one of these threats around every corner. So this needs 6. Yep. Then we're gonna equip this to this. So say they block. 2, 5 gets through. But then those 2 die. So I have 8. This is 2. Okay, block one of those. I didn't manifest dread this turn. Decline. Okay, got 1 through. I have like 1 land left. That's crazy that I drew it. That will be 6, 7 gets through. Three gets through. I think you got a triple block. I don't know if I lived through this. Yeah. Oh, and I'm decked. Yeah, I don't live through this, and I'm decked. Yep, they got me. Good game. That was a close one. Unfortunately, we got a number on the bad side. Yeah, out of cards. Got decked. With all that manifest dread I'm doing, like if it actually pops off like that, you cruise through your cards pretty quick. So it might be worth running an extra card or two. I think I'm already running a 41 card. Okay. We'll keep it. When you passed the turn, you could have equipped another creature, right? Yeah, I could have to block the flying thing. That's an enchantment. And then we can turn 3 enchantment and then attack with a boy. Ooh. Do we do Dagger Maw or Bashful Beastie? We'll do Bashful Beastie. And we'll snag this. Oblivious Bookworm. Build a nice little board state here. And then we'll play this and this. All right, we'll take that. We'll take it. Putting us into gold tier 1. So if we go 7, we could be out of gold in this one, but we're gonna put it on the board. Oh, wrong way. Put it on the board. 4 and 2. Not bad. We're getting to the promised land. The promised land is 5 wins is going infinite. 6 wins is our target win percentage. So to reliably get through platinum, through diamond, into mythic, you need to be around a 66% average. Would like a green. You go first. It's a nasty turn 3 if we get another blue. If we get another green, okay. Nasty turn 3. A green would be nice though, because we can put down like a cryptid inspector or something like that. Legendary enchantment creature. So since it's an enchantment, we'll trigger this. Get to attack, do 3. Just mully them for 3. Hey, you can't take damage. I'm making it so you can't take damage. They didn't like that. We'll play the bookworm. No, we won't. We'll play Cryptid Inspector. Forest cycling. They got their land. Surveil. Now we got something in the air. I think I want to play this though. I think we keep. This is good for something bigger. Because if I manifest dread, this will now become a 3/4. So they're going to kill something. Okay. Manifest dread. Now we can attack. With the 3, and then we'll play a Patchwork Beastie. What do we have? Legendary, so it's an enchantment creature and instant. So this is a sorcery. Oh. I just keep destroying my stuff. Alright, they're gonna manifest dread. Boom. Got 4. Now the question is, okay, got through some damage and kept the Patchwork alive. Now the Patchwork's a 5/5 with trample. So, a little scary. Mill card, decline. You were considering playing it before combat to attack with the other 3/3. Yeah, that was the thought. Just to see. But then the 3/3 would have just died, so I think it was better to try to keep something alive. Yeah, definitely. It was a thought. But now I get to do this, tap that down. That's fine. Yep. There we go. Unlocked the Stalked Researcher. Yep. We got the 5 wins. And we're safely into gold tier 1, so even if we lose the next couple we're in tier 1. Now the goal, try to get out of this, but it only gets harder. So you do get matched with people that have similar number of wins as you move up, so it does get harder. But we officially got 5 wins, which is awesome. That's way more than a 50% win rate. And it gets us 1,600 gems, which is infinite. So we've made our money back plus 100 gems. The 4 packs doesn't mean too much to me on this account. This is a fun fact. In order to do a bronze to mythic run, you have to have 3 accounts. 3, this many. 3 accounts because of the way decay works. So my other 2 accounts, after the season reset, were in bronze, but they were like bronze 1 and like bronze 2 or 3 or something like that. So in order to start all the way at bronze 4, you got to have 3 accounts to like circle through and start at the bottom. GG. Yeah, feels good. Feels good. Oh, let's not forget. Boom, 5 and 2. We're 5 and 2. Let's see if we can keep it going. Get ourselves a 6th win, which is mathematically where we want to be. The blue-green deck in general has treated me really well. So part of me is torn. It's like, do you draft what's open, even if it's a lower quality deck? I guess if this is not bad, not bad. Or do you draft what's good and just try to like force it? Because there's a few that are good. And that Orzhov deck I played was not good. Amazing. Haven't seen a red-white aggro deck as an opponent yet. Yeah, red-white aggro is definitely one that I have played to some success. Do I want to do anything? Decline. Because I'm going to Manifest Dread next turn. So hopefully I'll get some value out of Bookworm. Here we go. Hey. Hit him with my 0. Take that. Take action. Draw a card. So we're definitely going to Terramorphic a blue. Oh. 2 of those. Gotcha. Art to an opponent. Shuffles it into their library. How many cards do I have in my graveyard? I think we land cycle that. On their end step. Resolve, give me a blue.
Is 4 mana going to let me play anything? Oh, we got a blue. I'm sorry, bud. Oh no. So if I do this, 1 or 2 creatures or enchantments to my hand. Or if I manifest dread. Is this a... No, it's just a demon. Do I put that back in their hand? Amazing. Don't know the answer here. Okay. They just got a 5/4 in the air that we're going to have to figure out what to do with. Okay, we got a 5th land. Do our own Bashful Beastie. If you do, discard a card unless a permanent enter the battlefield face down under your control this turn. I feel like I need to turn this thing. So they're drawing their last card. I'm going to have to block. That's fine. Okay. Good game. We decked him. We decked him. We got to win. The draft of that card was worth it. The draft of that card was worth it. Oh, Dread Skinner. Is it, wait, what is it called? Oh, I got to respect the card. I need its actual name. Give me the name. What's the name? Mind Skinner. Praise be thy Mind Skinner. We milled them for 23 cards. We hit them twice with Mind Skinner. That's fantastic. Or 22 cards. That's fucking fantastic. Oh, that's funny. But we got to 6 wins. All right. So we have an ad. We have an ad break.